been singing my whole life. You never have to worry about my love, as long as you're taking care of business with my heart. So I'm gonna tell y'all why I quit my music career. See, I'm the kind of girl to dedicate my world. You gotta give me all you got. I need it all, baby, every drop. You got to show me, and mean the words you say. It's not a game for me, baby. I'm only one woman, baby. Treat me like a lady. You gotta take the time to show me that I'm your one and only. I'm your one and only. And I need a one woman man. I bet y'all remember that. Hey, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm a really good singer. It took me a while to get as good as I am. I'm a little rusty now because I'm not singing as much. Y'all remember Jay? Don't walk away, boy. Y'all remember that? My love won't hurt you. No, don't walk away, boy. Don't walk away. Listen, that song right there was the first time I actually won an award at the talent show. I sung that song with two of my friends. One was my cousin and one was my friend, and we sung that at a talent show and won. Okay, did a good job. Okay, and that was the first talent show I won, and that was the first time I knew I had stage fright. I was like, yo, the stage is scary as fuck to me. After I made all of those Atlanta videos and I heard people saying, oh, you just mad you didn't make it in Atlanta, it's quite the contrary. That wasn't why I made my Atlanta videos. People were like, you must be mad because you didn't make it in the music industry. Nah, that wasn't it. You know, that wasn't it. Excuse me as I kiss the sky. I did so much with my career. Well, alright. Just start it up, girl. Well, alright. Just start it up, girl. Vroom, vroom. Keep it on the move. You know that you better than the average. Very few can do what you do. Baby, you the motherfucking baddest girl. I know that you know that, but you repeating it so that I am so sure that you on it. I know you secretly want it. Look at my lovely opponents wanting to take me off focus. Boppers, they living a dream. I am too proper, too clean. Stop stressing it, doll. Take your counselor's calls. Pretend you made it big with butt shots in that plastic wig. You've been faking it all. Are you serious, broad? Bitch, I'm the baddest. You heard the hook part of the song. If you want to listen to my music, it's on SoundCloud. You can just type in Soncerae and it's there. It's SoundCloud.com/Soncerae, and some of my music is up there. I have done over 1,000 songs. Stiletto tapping through the plaza, tearing up the mall. Stepped out to Tiffany and Company. That's when I saw you meet my eye. That chick wearing your arm was raggedy. Checked out the cocktail, watched the town was snagging me. I'm speed walking, my bags knocking me sideways. I'm on my Blackberry talking up in my grind phase. I looked over my shoulder, you grasping every word. You all up in my business, I tripped over the curb. Bags dropped, tags fly, buried my face in hand. Searching the concrete, doing the best that I can. To gather everything, I look up and see you with stance. Holding a bag of jewelry I forgot that I had. Now I'm seeing you in another kind of different light. I knew right away you play the game and you ain't nothing nice. I got too much going on, I know that you won't treat me right, but you won't stop chasing me down until I spend the night.
Hey, it's true, I'm so caught up on you, baby boo. Won't you let me come and play with you? When you ready, shout it ooh-wee, shout it ooh-wee. See the lust in your eyes makes me wanna cut it up tonight. You so sexy with it just so right. Now you ready, shout it ooh-wee, shout it ooh-wee.
I put in a lot of energy in my music career. I started recording really young. At 15, I started recording. Before that, I had always sung. I had always did competitions out of state, in state, everywhere, with my school, with my church. I've always sung my entire life, and it's just one thing that I know, and it just comes naturally.
I cannot wait to see what our relationship turns out to be. You're not my type, never saw someone like you rocking with me. You remind me of my future, take me away from the soul of my past. You live warm in my heart, you're my pleasure, my treasure, the source of my laugh. Don't you wanna know who I am, why I feel, what I do? When I can, I will try and show you. But you got to let me, we can talk about us. Plus, Proverbs 31, trust and say, believe in me. Believe in me. Listen to your heart, you know what to do. Just believe in me. Believe in me.
But the one thing that really, really hurt me making it inside of the music industry was my stage fright. I get afraid every time I get on the stage. Now, most people know that most artists have stage fright. They just do something about it to get rid of it. Like, for instance, Prince. Prince always had stage fright, so he would take opium before he got on stage just to relax him. Most artists have stage frights. They get scared to some degree. I mean, some artists even get scared when it's time for them to do like just a basic interview. And so for me, I have just been very, very nervous when I get on stage. And I think it's because I've always sung with a group of people around me. I've always been in a group or a choir. So trying to perform by myself has always been like, you know, I just get stage fright. It's easy for me to sing in a video because there's nobody around. Like, there's nobody here. And plus, when people used to be like, Soncerae, sing me a song, I used to be like, no, I'm not your motherfucking jukebox. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, I just never really was comfortable enough with being on stage, number one. Number two, I don't like to fly. I hate flying, and I knew as an artist I would have to continuously fly all over the place and perform, and I could not stand flying. Like, flying is, I have a fear of it. It just scares me. Anytime I get on the airplane, I'm just terrified. Okay, even with me flying from Atlanta to California, it was a 5-hour flight, and I cried most of the time. Like, I do not like flying, and I think it's because I'm afraid of heights. So it's like, these are the things that are harming me. And Michael Jackson actually was afraid to fly too. He never really liked flying. And I think R. Kelly didn't like flying either, so he would do everything on his tour bus. You know, he doesn't like flying. But I think those are the two main reasons that stopped me from pursuing my music career like that. Most of the artists inside of the entertainment industry, they don't have a lot of control. And I realized that as I was recording and I was doing all of my shows and doing whatever it is I needed to, I realized that I didn't have a lot of control over my situation. And this was before I started modeling. Like, the reason why I ended up getting into modeling and taking it serious to begin with was simply because I realized I had a lot more control over where my career would go. And even though I started modeling by accident, because I didn't even realize that I was even beautiful for a long time. Like, somebody actually had to tell me that. I was always like tomboyish, and I never really like cared too much about my physical appearance like that. And then suddenly, you know, someone told me I was beautiful, and it was like, wow. And I tried to actually model in Atlanta, and they told me I wasn't pretty enough. They told me I was fat. They told me I wasn't gonna make it. And then I went to Charlotte and blew up there, and then came back to Atlanta, and I had already, you know, started my modeling career already. So I just kept it going in Atlanta. I worked with Grand Hustle, I worked with Convict Music, and I worked with Def Jam South. It sounds good, but as I was doing it, I don't recall ever being satisfied enough. Like, I came into those situations as a writer. Most people wanted me to write because I'm good at writing. I'm good at writing songs. I'm good at writing R&B or rap songs. So they always wanted me to write. and I just didn't want to do that. They wanted me to use my material and put it on another artist, and I just did not want to do that. So I kept getting into these situations that was like that. But from what I understand, a lot of artists made it that way. Like, that's how Neo ended up being in the game to begin with, because he was a writer first. So there's a certain thing that you have to do in order to, you know, make it inside of the entertainment industry. But it just seems it was majority of men. It was a male-oriented industry, and here I was walking around managing myself. I didn't have anybody out there helping me, and just being an artist and a manager and an agent, and, you know, you're walking around with all of these hats on and you have no one there supporting you. It was just very, very difficult, and it seemed like everybody that I was affiliating myself with didn't want me to be more successful than them, or they didn't want me to be bigger than what I was. And I realized this now after speaking to producers that I was working with, or, you know, when I went to Charlotte, I was signed to a label there, and it was actually like this label that was affiliated with a gospel type of vibe, like a church type of thing. And I just, when I think about it, it's just like all of the people that I kept working with, it's just they didn't want me to be who I wanted to be. Like, when you, and that's another thing that I want to speak to anybody who has something that they want to do with their life. Any young person, you know, you got to be careful about the people that's around you. You got to make sure they genuinely believe in you to a point where they aren't trying to hold you back, because some people will literally be working with you but be holding you back at the same time. And I ran into that a lot. I put a lot of trust in the wrong people, and so it gave a nasty taste in my mouth in regards to the entertainment industry. So I simply quit. I wasn't put out of it. I wasn't blackballed. I wasn't any of that. I just simply quit. And it's the same thing with modeling. Like, I didn't like where they were trying to steer me. You know, like, it just seemed like I was going to have to sell my soul. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you think me sitting here doing YouTube videos telling you guys about my life is me selling my soul, you have no idea what it means in regards to selling your soul to be in the entertainment industry. Because I literally had to chill. Like, I literally had to think about what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. Did I want to be a puppet? Did I want to be used? Did I want to be, you know, did I want fame and money that bad? You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what made me quit my modeling career and made me quit my music career. I only want to do things that I can control. If I have to turn around and trust someone else with my life or my business, I don't want to do it. And so with the entertainment industry, I did not want to put enough trust in other people to handle my career. There were a lot of artists out there. A lot of artists would tell you they weren't making a lot of money. You know, labels were taking all of their money and they were walking around broke. I mean, how many times have you heard the story about artists being signed and they turn around and all their money is taken, and they're walking around and they're working themselves to death and they barely have a pot to fucking piss in? Tupac is an example of that. TLC is an example of that. I mean, I could give you artists over and over and over again who all they wanted to do is sing or rap, and they allow other people in their lives to actually be, you know, their managers or to manage their money, and then they turn around and are legends and selling all of these records and selling out shows, and they're sitting there and they don't have any fucking money. And I just was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Tony Braxton feels the same way. Like, Tony Braxton literally was like, I hate the way the industry is structured. I almost didn't even want to sing anymore because the way that it's built, it just seems like it's an unfair thing. You don't have a lot of control. You don't have, you know, the things that come with fame and money. You would be surprised what comes with it. It's not as good as people think. Like, a lot of people think it's so good. Like, it's so much bad that comes with, number one, you being a public figure. Number two, more money, more problems. You understand what I'm saying? Number three, a lot of the times you a puppet for someone else. I mean, if you go to work every day and you have an employer, you already know what I mean about being a puppet. Most of the artists out there who are signed to these large major companies, these major labels, they're an employee just like you are. You understand what I'm saying? So it looks Like, it's all fancy dancy, but sometimes you gotta work when you don't feel like it. Sometimes you gotta sing when you don't feel like it. You can't just randomly not show up to a show. Do you know how many people you owe money to if you just don't show up? You know what I'm saying? So I just was like, I would prefer to do what I want to do. I want my freedom. I want my freedom. And so that's why I ended up quitting the music industry and quitting modeling. So it wasn't that I wasn't accepted or someone stopped me, or, you know, that's really what happened with me. And, you know, just think about when you see celebrities or you see artists out there or models or whatever, you see someone who you think is beautiful and all glamorous and shit, there's a lot of shit that they're not showing you and or telling you. And if they told you, you would think they're out of their mind. You would think they're crazy. There's a certain thing called entertainment industry secrets, entertainment industry politics that a lot of people don't really talk about often. And so those things were basically the reasons why I just decided, hey, you know what? I don't want to do this. Now, people say, why didn't you start your own independent? Why didn't you do blah, blah, blah? Because it would require me to have to trust somebody, to build a team around me. And you got to have a substantial amount of money. Think about all of the independents out there. Let's for example, say Master P, No Limit. Guess what started that? It had to be some type of dope money somewhere. It's the same thing with Rockefeller. Dope money. I'm not no dope dealer, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I have a beautiful voice, and yeah, I have what it takes to be successful inside of the entertainment industry, but there are certain things about it that I simply just don't like, that I just I can't do it, you know what I mean, in that way. If I could find a comfortable way with being inside of the entertainment industry, I'll do it. Like, if somebody comes to me with a good deal or a good idea on how to rock this, because I mean, everybody's trying to be in the entertainment industry now. I mean, you can basically get anybody's music on Apple or iTunes or wherever, you know. So I don't know. What do you suggest? Do you guys think I should pursue my music career? Do you think I should continue to do it? Because I was thinking about it. I have the talent. It's not like it's not there. And of course, once I start doing it back in the flow of it, I'll get better and better and better, because it just takes a lot of practice and a lot of energy. So you let me know what you think in the comment section below, okay? Have vision and stay focused. Namaste.